Welcome to Baba Narratives, where stories aren't just told, they are experienced. Close your eyes or don't, listen closely, because every word has a way of pulling you in, wrapping around you like a dream you don't want to wake up from. Tonight, we step into a new world, one that's about to become part of you. This is The Whispering Shadows. In a small, quiet town nestled between dense forest and rolling hills, three friends, Emma, Jake, and Lily, often sought adventure in the forgotten corners of their world. They were inseparable. Emma, the brave heart with a wild imagination, Jake, the pragmatic skeptic with a pungent for logic, and Lily, the empathic soul who felt everything deeply. But one fateful night, their bonds would be tested in ways they could never have imagined. It was a night like any other, until the three stumbled upon an old, decrepit house at the edge of town. The local whispered about it, claiming it was haunted, but curiosity gnawed at them, pulling them closer as shadows flickered in the corners of their eyes. They had to know what secrets lay within those crumbling walls. I think, like most of us had when we were kids, or for some people, we still do have it. Anyways, getting back to the story. The night air was thick with anticipation as they approached the house. The moon hung high, illuminating the peeling paint and broken shutters. Emma, ever the brave one, pushed open the creaking door, its sounds echoing through the empty halls. Inside, the air was stale, laden with the scent of mildew and dust. Each step they took stirred the echoes of the past, whispering stories of sorrow and fear. Jake insisted they should leave, but Emma and Lily pressed on. Drawn by an unseen force, they moved through the house, their flashlights illuminating faded photographs that lined the walls. Smiling faces trapped in frames, no mere shadows of their former selves. As they ventured deeply, the atmosphere shifted. The air grew colder and a hushed silence enveloped them. Suddenly they heard it, a soft whisper, barely audible yet chilling. Help me! Lily shivered, her intuition warning her to turn back, but Emma was determined. It's just the wind, she reassured, though doubt crept in. Jake rolled his eyes, yet he too felt the weight of the unseen presence. The whisper grew louder, more desperate, something wrong. In the dim light of their flashlight, they spotted an old diary on a dusty table. It belonged to a girl named Clara, who had vanished 50 years ago. The last entry seen sent shivers down their spines. They won't let me leave. The shadows are watching. As they read the diary, the whisper transformed into anguished cries. Emma felt a pull towards the attic, the source of the energy that seemed to envelop them. Despite Jake's protest, they climbed the rickety stairs, the wood cracking ominously beneath the weight. The attic was filled with forgotten memories, broken toys, old trunks, and dust covered sheets. In the corner, they found a mirror, its surface clouded but reflective enough to catch a glimpse of their own face, pale, wide eyed, and frightened. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the attic, extinguishing their flashlights. Panic set in, and they scrambled to turn them back on. When the lights flickered back to life, Clara stood before them, a ghostly figure, her eyes hollow, her mouth moving soundlessly. Emma reached out, feeling an inexplicable connection. What do you want? she whispered. The air grew heavy, and Clara's voice finally cut through the silence. Help me escape. The shadows won't let me go. The shadows began to twist and swirl around them, dark tendrils creeping closer. Jake, finally believing, shouted, What do we do? Lily, her heart racing, remembered a line from the diary. To break the curse, one must face their fears. They realized Clara needed them to confront whatever held her captive. Emma stepped forward, her voice steady yet trembling. Clara, we will help you. Show us how. The shadow recoiled momentarily. Clara pointed towards the mirror, and they realized it was a portal, a way to confront the source of the torment. They gathered their courage, hands clasped together, and stepped into the mirror's surface. It felt like stepping into a cold abyss, the darkness swallowing them whole. Inside the mirror, they faced their deepest fears. Jack confronted his skepticism, Emma, her recklessness, bravery, and Lily, her overwhelming empathy. As they battled the shadows, Clara's spirit grew stronger, the darkness around them fading. Finally, with one last surge of courage, they shattered the shadow that bound Clara, releasing her from her torment. The attic brightened, the whispers quieted, and Clara, now free, smiled softly before vanishing into the light. As the three friends emerged back into the attic, the house felt different, lighter, as if a weight had been lifted. They vowed to never forget Clara or the lesson that they learned that night. Now, dear listener, remember, sometimes the shadow we fear are just a reflection of our own struggles. What fears do you carry? What shadows linger in the corners of your mind? Face them, and perhaps, like Clara, you too can find your way to the light. If you enjoyed the story, share it with a friend and let them know that even the darkest place can hold the key to our liberation.